Hey everyone, and welcome back to another explainer. I am honestly so incredibly excited to be with you today because we're looking at something that could literally reshape how you think about earning a living from your laptop. We are talking about remote jobs, but listen, not the ones you see plastered all over Instagram. Our core premise today is actually pretty simple. The most lucrative remote jobs out there are very often the ones nobody considers cool. So we're going to break down the hard data to show you exactly where the hidden money is. Okay, let's dive right into this. You know, everyone talks about wanting to be a flashy digital nomad, like a travel vlogger or a high-end designer. But the problem? The competition for those flashy jobs is absolutely sky high. You're out there fighting thousands of people for a single gig. But on the flip side, we have the boring jobs. Because they aren't considered cool, people just ignore them. That means they are almost always hiring. And because businesses desperately need these roles filled to keep running, the earning potential is just massive. Seriously, just think about that for a second. What if the highest paid jobs are the exact ones you've been scrolling past? Take the entrepreneur Mark Tilbury, whose research we're drawing from today. He made his millions in the radio control model industry, which is a pretty nerdy, let's face it, boring space. Today, we're going to expose 7 bizarrely hidden, highly bankable remote roles that you probably didn't even know existed. Now, to figure out which of these roles is actually worth your time, we're not just going to guess. We're using a foundational 5-point scorecard. For every single job we reveal today, we're going to rate its earning power, its beginner score, meaning, how easy it is to start without some fancy degree, its growth potential, its survivability against the inevitable rise of AI, and its freedom factor. By the end of this, we're going to crown the ultimate winners. All right, kicking things off with Category 1, the digital connectors, turning screen time right into a salary. So these roles basically leverage the digital scrolling you're probably already doing every single day. First up is the short-form strategist. If you are totally guilty of a late-night TikTok or Reels doom scroll, you honestly might already have the foundation for this. And the best part, you don't have to film yourself and you don't need to know complicated editing software. Your job is purely strategic. You just spot the viral hooks in long-form content and tell the editors exactly what to cut. Because it requires zero on-camera work and absolutely no technical film degrees, this role scores a massive 9 out of 10 on our beginner scorecard. Starting out, you're looking at a very realistic $48,000 a year, with the top strategists pulling in over 100 grand. Now, contrast that with our second digital connector, the remote setter. Have you ever seen an influencer selling a course online? Well, they need someone to actually manage their direct messages. You basically just slide into the DMs, ask the right qualifying questions, and book a call for the sales team. That's it. You don't have to be the pushy closer. If you're highly conversational and you just love chatting with people online, this is an absolute perfect fit. And this brilliantly illustrates how these two roles stack up against each other. The strategist gives you a near-perfect 9.5 out of 10 for freedom, mostly because you can do it from anywhere, anytime, as long as you deliver that strategy. The remote setter, however, drops down to a 7 on the freedom scale because you're pretty heavily tied to your inbox during product launches. But look at that earning power. Because a setter directly brings in revenue by booking calls, you can easily scale up to $84,000 a year just through commission models, without actually closing a single deal yourself. Moving right along to Category 2, the human touch roles, empathy over algorithms. These are jobs where human emotion makes you completely irreplaceable. Take the customer service coordinator, for example. I mean, we've all been there, right? Trapped in that frustrating, endless AI customer service loop, frantically mashing the zero key, just trying to talk to a real human. Well, in this role, you are that human. You're the middleman managing the bots, and you only step in when the system gets confused or a customer gets really angry. It's an incredibly efficient setup that earns a solid $65,000 a year on average. Now, what's really fascinating here is the sheer failure rate of current AI in emotional situations. 69% of UK customers say chatbots completely miss their tone and frustration. And this right here is exactly why the customer service coordinator gets a perfect 10 out of 10 for growth. Businesses are quickly realizing they just can't leave their brand reputation entirely in the hands of an unfeeling algorithm. They desperately need humans to oversee it. Okay, this next one might catch you totally off guard. Job number 4 is a funeral sales specialist. And yes, I know, I acknowledge this sounds a bit morbid, but if we look at it from a purely financial and job security standpoint, the metrics are absolutely unmatched. Your job is remote, and you are basically helping families plan ahead to protect their loved ones from massive financial stress during the absolute hardest times of their lives. And the earning potential here is literally wild. Top performers in this remote role are regularly breaking $90,000 to $100,000, with some hitting well over $106,000. That just blows past almost every other entry-level role we're looking at today. All it really requires is empathy, confidence, and the unique ability to navigate deeply emotional conversations. So the absolutely crucial point is why funeral sales gets a flawless 10 out of 10 for survivability. It's simple. AI hasn't lived. It cannot possibly understand grief or legitimately comfort a mourning family. The human connection in this industry is a biological necessity that technology simply cannot replicate. Comparing these two human touch roles is super fascinating. The customer service coordinator offers a fantastic 9 out of 10 for freedom. I mean, once the bots are running, you could work from a coffee shop and just monitor the alerts. The funeral sales specialist, however, carries a really heavy emotional weight. You're dealing with grief daily, which mentally drops its freedom score down to a 6 out of 10. But it trades that for top-tier earning power and unbeatable AI-proof job security. Category 3. The Detail Defenders, protecting systems, stats, and safety. Our final trio of jobs is entirely focused on fixing the tech, validating truths, and keeping the internet safe for brands. First in this group is the remote tech specialist. Look, if you've ever had to help an older relative set up their iPad or figure out how to unmute on Zoom, you definitely have the patience for this job. You do not need a computer science degree. You just go into small businesses remotely and help them centralize their incredibly messy paperwork using intuitive platforms like Odoo, for example. You set up simple dashboards, get their invoicing in order, and you earn around $60,000 a year just for making their digital lives a little easier. Next up is the statistics validator. When a company boldly claims 9 out of 10 dentists recommend this product, someone actually has to prove that isn't a total lie. That's you. You're a remote auditor fact-checking marketing claims. It's a highly analytical role paying between $40,000 and $64,000 a year. And despite how official it sounds, you don't need a formal degree for this, just a relentless attention to detail and maybe some free YouTube education on basic statistics. And you might be wondering, why can't AI just do this? Well, as the source material points out, AI doesn't understand nuance, intent, or the severe legal risk of a poorly phrased marketing stat. If an AI hallucinates or makes a mistake, a company could be sued for millions. The corporate stakes are simply way too high to roll the dice on artificial intelligence, which gives the statistics validator an incredibly solid 8.5 for survivability. The final detail defender role is the content risk reviewer. Do you guys remember the huge YouTube ad apocalypse a few years ago? Brands pulled millions of dollars in advertising because their ads were accidentally playing next to highly inappropriate videos. Platforms are utterly terrified of this happening again. So they pay remote reviewers around $80,000 a year to binge content and flag anything that violates brand safety. With over 720,000 hours of video uploaded to YouTube daily, this role scores a massive 9 out of 10 for growth. But there is definitely a catch here. Could you handle the emotional weight of this job? While it gets a perfect 10 for survivability, mostly because AI still struggles to perfectly detect context and inappropriate nuance, you will inevitably have to watch some pretty disturbing content. Because of that heavy mental toll, its freedom factor drops slightly to an 8.5. Let's see how this builds together as we compare our detailed defenders side by side. You can see how these technical and risk-based roles absolutely dominate the growth and survivability categories. Small businesses desperately need those tech specialists to avoid going bankrupt from disorganization, and mega corporations desperately need the validators and reviewers to avoid massive lawsuits. They are, quite literally, the invisible shields of the internet economy. Which brings us to Section 4, Choosing Your Path, the final scoreboard. We've just covered 7 entirely different ways to make a living remotely without having to join the rat race of overcrowded, flashy jobs. So here are the ultimate winners of our gamified matrix. If your sole focus is earning power, the remote setter and funeral sales specialist easily take the crown. If you want the easiest entry point possible, look at the short-form strategist or the setter. For guaranteed future growth, customer service coordination and statistics validation are practically unbeatable. If you are terrified of AI taking your job, funeral sales and content risk review offer perfect survivability. And finally, for the ultimate digital nomad lifestyle, the short-form strategist offers the most freedom. The takeaway here is that there really is a highly bankable role for absolutely every personality type represented on this board. And that leaves us with the ultimate, most important question of all. You now have the data, you can see the gaps in the market, you know exactly where the low-competition, high-reward money is hiding. So, which boring job is going to fund your future? Use the matrix we just built, figure out your strongest skills, and get out there. Until next time, keep learning, keep analyzing, and keep finding those hidden opportunities.